I'm going to talk to you on the journey of ithoughtPMS and the road ahead. It's 2 years since we started our first product, Solitaire. In these 2 years, we have added more products into the PMS suite. We are working on creating solutions which provide investors products to suit their risk appetite. Generally, PMS is seen as a vehicle in which investors can participate in the equity market and get highest returns. While it's normal for people to make their choices, most people do not have the risk appetite which the PMS manager has got. So, many times people who enter at a market high then tend to lose their conviction when the markets go down and later don't feel good about their overall investment experience. Our mission with Solitaire, which was our first product, was to ensure this does not happen, and we wanted to curate a product which suits a lot of people. Who are these people? Most people who want to own leaders in multiple industries, who want to own businesses which don't have debt, which have the ability to grow reasonably steadily, which are purchased at valuations which are more favorable, and as a result of which give an experience which is rewarding, stable and peaceful. So, the investor who makes an investment in this product feels that he has had a good investment experience and the returns meet his expectations and often exceed it. This was the mission with which we curated Solitaire. To start with, I decided that I will put my own money where my mouth is and invested in the same product, and over a period of time we had an experience which has a lot of learnings and where we have also managed to bring in a lot of good things. Firstly, we started at a time when the markets were not exactly cheap, but we thought we would deploy gradually. So, over a period of 6 months from August to February, we had gradually deployed the money in ideas which we believed had a good future. As luck would have it, just around the time when we finished our deployment, we had COVID-1, and some of the sectors in which we had invested were worst affected by the first wave of COVID. You know that businesses affected by the first wave of COVID also had a similar impact on the second wave. But luckily, we were able to add more investments. Our clients were able to invest more money between the first and the second wave. More investors joined us on this journey. We were able to scale up the product, that is Solitaire, and the portfolios of individual investors who were part of this journey. And over a period of 2 years, we have managed to bring in a decent investment performance, taking lower risks and buying when the valuations are in our favor. Overall, the framework which we have set up in Solitaire is extremely robust. It has the capacity to deliver a good investment experience for a large cross section of investors, to ensure that investors are not affected by when they get in. Most people want to get in when the markets are higher, but our intent is that even though they get in at a higher point in the market, if they continue to invest in the product along the period of ownership, then they will still be able to get a good investment experience and feel happy owning the product. There are a few things which we were very particular when we launched Solitaire. The first is that we wanted to have low churn. We did not want to trade too much. The second thing, we wanted to own businesses with little or no debt. We wanted them to be in leadership positions in the industry, at least number 1 or number 2, and we wanted to have a mix of private and public entities. Most importantly, we wanted to have a product cost structure for the investor where fees are moderate, comparable to a direct option equity mutual fund and without variable component, so that over a long period of cost of ownership, you will feel comfortable that the product rewarded you amply for the faith you placed in the product. So this is something we were very conscious about. So we began curating the product with all these things in mind, and I believe that one of the reasons why the product has stabilized reasonably over these 2 years is because we had this clarity, keeping the investor in mind and then creating a product to suit a whole lot of investors. So we believe that the product is ready to serve a wider cross section of people who want to participate in equity as an asset class and who would like to own a portfolio with lower churn, with higher conviction, and with a greater quality. So while we don't go to town talking about the quality of the portfolio, it's implicit that this portfolio follows a high quality approach to investing and tries to build that high quality portfolio at valuations which are attractive. Importantly, we pay attention to every investor's portfolio to get an investment experience which is uniform and comparable, so that everybody feels that their conviction in Solitaire was well placed. I thank you once again for your support to Solitaire. I will be speaking to you about our other products in our subsequent videos, but I wish to state here that if Solitaire has done well over these 2 years, it's entirely because of the faith placed by early investors who have supported us through thick and thin, through 2 waves of COVID, extreme adversity, and kept investing in Solitaire, and the results are entirely due to that faith in the product and in our team. Thank you very much.